I want you to stop for a moment and imagine this. Somewhere far beyond the edge of Earth's atmosphere, beyond the reach of ordinary telescopes, something ancient and vast has been moving silently through space. It has been traveling longer than human civilization has existed, longer than language, longer than memory, longer than history itself. And now, for the first time, we have turned on a machine capable of truly listening to it. What happened next was not supposed to happen. I am speaking to you not as a storyteller, but as a guide standing at the edge of one of the most unsettling discoveries modern science has ever faced. This is not speculation. This is not science fiction. This is a moment when data forced scientists to stop, to breathe, and to confront the possibility that the universe is far more organized, far more intentional than we ever allowed ourselves to believe. Atlas was never designed to impress the public. It was built for one purpose only: to detect signals so faint, so precise, that they dissolve into background noise for every other instrument we possess. It listens not with eyes, but with mathematics. It listens for order inside chaos. It listens for structure where randomness should rule. And when it was finally activated, the universe responded. At first, everything appeared normal. Calibration checks passed. Baseline cosmic radiation registered exactly where it should. Engineers relaxed, scientists nodded, and the system settled into what should have been another quiet, routine observation cycle. But beneath that calm surface, something was forming. A deviation so subtle that it could have been missed entirely. A signal hiding inside the noise, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. Then the pattern emerged. Not all at once, not dramatically. It unfolded slowly, deliberately, like a thought assembling itself. A repeating structure appeared where none should exist. A rhythm formed where randomness should dominate. And in that instant, the room changed. Conversations stopped. Chairs slid closer to screens. The air itself seemed heavier because everyone present understood the same thing at the same time. This signal was not behaving like nature usually does. I want you to understand why that matters. The universe is noisy. Stars explode. Radiation scatters. Particles collide endlessly. True order is rare. When order appears without explanation, it demands attention. And 3i Atlas was now showing order that could not be dismissed. What followed was a level of silence you rarely hear in scientific environments. No celebration, no excitement, only concentration. Because excitement implies certainty, and certainty was the one thing no one felt. The signal repeated again, and again. Each cycle carried the same internal structure, the same mathematical consistency, as if it were preserving information across unimaginable distances of space and time. This is the moment where curiosity becomes fear. Not panic, not terror, but the deep, quiet fear that comes when reality refuses to behave the way it is supposed to. The kind of fear that forces scientists to question assumptions they have relied on their entire careers. As analysis deepened, the signal revealed layered complexity, frequencies nested inside frequencies, variations that suggested adaptation. It was not static. It was not decaying. It was stable, resilient, and strangely elegant. The data did not scream. It whispered, and whispers demand closer listening. I have spoken to people who dedicate their lives to interpreting cosmic signals. They are trained skeptics. They assume error first, instrument malfunction second, unknown natural phenomena third. But this time, none of those explanations fit cleanly. The signal resisted simplification. It refused to collapse into known models. Every attempt to reduce it left something unexplained behind. Imagine standing in that room, realizing that the equations you trust, the physical laws you teach, are no longer sufficient. Not wrong, just incomplete. That is a profoundly destabilizing realization. And still, the most unsettling part was yet to come. As the data accumulated, a secondary structure appeared, a modulation buried so deep that it only became visible after hours of integration. This was not noise riding on the signal. This was information riding on structure. A message encoded not in language, but in logic itself. I want to be very clear here. No one claimed intelligence. No one declared contact. That would be irresponsible. But what they could not deny was this. The signal demonstrated intentional complexity. It behaved as though it was designed to survive distance, distortion, and time. Nature does many incredible things, but this was different. This felt deliberate. At this point, verification protocols intensified. Independent systems confirmed the reading. External interference was ruled out. Solar activity did not match the pattern. Earth-based sources were excluded. One by one, the familiar explanations fell away, leaving only questions behind. This is where perspective matters. That signal began its journey long before humans understood electricity. It crossed regions of space that swallow stars. It endured radiation storms that strip planets bare. And still it arrived coherent, intact, purposeful. What does that say about the universe we inhabit? Here is the realization that struck hardest. If information can persist across such scales, then the universe itself may be structured to preserve meaning. Not emotion, not intention as we understand it, but order, continuity, memory. This challenges how we think about time. We experience time as fleeting. The universe appears to experience it as a medium, something to move through, not something to race against. And suddenly, humanity feels very young. As decoding continued, researchers noticed something deeply unsettling. The signal contained recursive elements, patterns referencing earlier patterns, structures built upon themselves. This is not how random processes behave. This is how systems communicate efficiency. You might feel a tightening in your chest hearing this. That is natural. Because this discovery does not threaten us physically, it threatens us conceptually. It suggests that the universe may not be a passive stage, but an active participant in the unfolding of reality. Yet there was no panic, no dramatic announcements, only careful documentation. Because real science understands restraint. The weight of this moment demanded humility, not spectacle. And then came the shift, a change so subtle it almost went unnoticed. The signal altered its phase alignment, not randomly, responsively, as if it were interacting with its environment, as if observation itself mattered. This is where even seasoned experts paused. Because observation changing behavior is not common on cosmic scales. It is common in quantum systems. But here, across interstellar distance, was something behaving as though it acknowledged context. I am not telling you what this is. No one knows yet. What I am telling you is what it feels like to stand at the edge of understanding and realize the map ends here. This is not fear of invasion. This is not fantasy. This is the humility of realizing that intelligence may not look like us, think like us, or communicate the way we expect. It may speak through physics itself. As hours turned into days, the signal continued. Stable, patient, unchanging in its core structure, yet flexible in its expression. It did not rush. It did not escalate. It simply existed, waiting. And that may be the most profound part. Whatever produced this signal does not need urgency. It operates on timescales that dwarf human concern. It speaks in a voice shaped by stars and silence. Now, I want you to feel something important. You are safe. This is not a threat. This is a revelation. A reminder that humanity is part of something far larger than itself. We are not the center. We are participants, observers learning to listen. Atlas did not give us answers. It gave us perspective. It reminded us that the universe is not empty. It is structured, patient, capable of carrying meaning across eternity. As you look up at the night sky tonight, understand this. Somewhere out there, information is moving. Order is traveling. Patterns are waiting to be recognized. And for the first time in human history, we have heard a whisper we were never meant to hear this soon. They finally activated. Atlas. Its next signal left scientists completely stunned. And once you understand why, the universe never looks the same again.